Boy, as tempting as it would be to get into that Izzo audio, we are going to show personal growth, and we are going to show a care factor for our audience. Yeah.
Sure you don't want to dive into it?
Yeah, we can get to it later.
Okay.
Because he ain't going nowhere, and that audio ain't going nowhere, so we can do it at 4.
Yeah, he was loaded for bear.
Oh, please. Let's stick to what the news of the day is, and we're just going to jump right in. The Wings have put a garbage can on their uniforms, and Kenny's back, and he sounds like a garbage can. So we're over 2 here. No, what is it? A dumpster company or whatever it is?
Waste
is that
management.
what they did?
Yeah, it's a dumpster company. That's a real way to win games. The
No,
losing
I'm just
streak
like
starts
that's a little
today.
bit of a bad omen, isn't it?
It's a terrible
You're on a
omen.
6-game win streak, and we just put a trash receptacle on the jersey.
Yeah, what could you possibly do to ruin your shot at making a playoff run?
You know what? Lose to the Islanders.
Yes.
Don't lose to the Islanders tonight. Let's make it 7 in a row. Let's continue the good vibes. 2 back of Toronto. Let's make magic. Ruvkov Gudas, or whatever his name is.
Kenny, how confident are you going into this game?
0. I bet Isles money line.
Oh,
Even
wow.
money.
Okay.
Once
All
you put
because of the jersey.
Once you put a dumpster on your jersey, I'm sorry, it's over for me.
All right, we're going to get to the real news of the day, though. I know, but let's do this. We told you Combine Week, specifically Combine Day, where players begin to actually work out and run today. You'll start to hear news. You'll start to hear about agents meeting with teams, free agency deals, rumors, etc. Well, we have one, and it involves Rico, this show's quarterback. That's my quarterback. Jordan Schultz of the Bleacher Report believes Jared Goff is going to get a deal done, and it will be between $40 and $45 million a year. So the way Rico and I have decided to do this, that's Rico's vote. The way we've decided to do it is this. Let's pretend we're at a wedding, and they get to that part that I swear no one's ever stood up and said anything, where they go, hey, speak now or forever hold your peace. I really need to hear from the people. Not at 48, not at 50, not at 52. Between 40 and 45 a year. Jared Goff currently makes $32 million. Between 40 and 45 million a year. How could any of you knuckleheads have a problem with this? I need to hear it. Because that seems like a team-friendly, also rewards the player. I'm not going to minimize $200 million over 5 years. Jared ain't going to be at the soup kitchen. It works for the team.
Mm-hmm.
He'll make essentially 2/3 of what an elite Joe Burrow would make. He'll be at 40, 42, 44. I think you're seeing QB deals in the 60s soon enough.
I think this is him saying, I realize that I'm not Burrow. I'm not Mahomes. I'm not going to come in here and try to break the bank.
How about I'm happy?
Right.
How about I like it here?
How about this city backed me? This city believed in me. This city gave me an opportunity, and I didn't have to constantly look over my shoulder when I made mistakes, because you saw the confidence in Jared Goff as the years went on. Normally, if I make a mistake, I got to look at who's warming up. Nobody, Jared. It's just an interception. We all throw them. Now go back out there and throw a touchdown. It got to the point where it was almost a guarantee. Once he threw a pick, he was about to throw a touchdown. They made up for every mistake. City believed in him, and he knows there's really nothing that I can't buy with $45 million that I could buy at $50 million, except I can keep more teammates around me, keep this thing together, and really solidify Detroit as a special place.
This is a no-brainer.
This is right. This is like, let's do this right now.
Right. If Jordan Schultz's reporting is right, and the contract, obviously, if he signed for 40, does it make a difference between 40 and 45? It does. It does. I mean, that's a David Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're looking at contractual obligation. My point is, every bit of $45 million is still a value to me, to you, to I think sensible people. Now, if you're one of these people who's all horny for a mobile quarterback and you just won't rest until you have one, I can't help you. Nothing I can do for you. You're not ready to accept help.
No, but the question is, for those people out there, this is not speak now, forever hold your peace. Goff, let's just hypothetically say this report is true. You can get him at $45 million. If you don't want this deal to happen, tell us why. Give us reasons why. 248-539-9797. Speak now.
Or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
By the way, have you ever been at a wedding where anyone's ever?
No.
Neither have I. I couldn't imagine standing up and saying something.
Like I think the most was a cough. We were talking in the crosstalk like somebody coughed, but it was just one of those. I just got a little tickle in the. Sorry about that.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
That's when you look over at the one ex who was invited to the wedding. Like, you got something to say, David?
David, do you have something to say? Again, Bleacher Report. Jordan Schultz, Goff's contract will be between 40 and 45 a year. I was surprised it was that low. Pleasantly surprised if his reporting is right. I just don't see how anyone could voice dissent. I don't. He makes 32 now. The cap went up $31 million year over year. You think I'm fussing about locking my quarterback in for an $8 to $10 million raise? Absolutely not.
And I also think that number psychologically is good. He's allowed to make mistakes at $45 million. And I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but at $50 million, at 5-0, to some people, that's just way too much money. 45 million, it's like, gas prices. It's really something 0.9999. They just don't round it up because in your mind, you're thinking you're getting it at a cheaper price. Same thing here. $50 million means you can't have a game you throw 2 picks. Oh, my God, he's a $50 million quarterback. What are we doing? $45 million, you're not really going to talk about it. So
here's the range, by the way. Just for if you're a Goff fan, this should make you feel good. If you're a anti-Goff person, I think it's going to make you uncomfortable because I think your argument, it's not holding water. Here are the quarterbacks that make between $40 and $45 million a year. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right. Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson, and for right now, Pat Mahomes. I have a feeling that will change. After that, Kyler Murray makes 46. There's your separator. There are 5 guys in the league making 50 or more. It could be Russell Wilson for 10 more minutes, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. Now, deals will get done. More guys will enter that club. Burrow tops the list at 55. You're going to see quarterbacks getting deals. It's going to begin creeping to 60. Mm-hmm. If Goff makes 40 and the top guys make 60, that's a steal. If Goff makes 45 and the top guys make 60, it's still a steal.
Yep.
So if you don't like this, need reasons why. You don't just you got to help us understand.
And if you really believe Hendon Hooker is the guy, explain why he's that guy.
But based on what?
No, Mike.
You're asking me to deal with dumb, and I don't want to do that.
It's not dealing with dumb. It's just let's hear the people out.
Okay, but you know what they're going to reference? Tennessee highlights from a year and a half ago pre-ACL injury in an offense that has no relationship to an NFL one. And the guy has yet to take a snap in the National Football League. I cannot take that seriously.
We're asking the people to call. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
I want to state for the record in front of the church that he asked them to call on that crap, not me.
No, because that may be one of the reasons why you want to say, you know what? No, I don't want this deal. I want to hear it. Okay. I don't have to agree with the perspective, but at least I owe you the right of hearing what you have to say.
And here's the other thing.
Now, the wedding's going to still go on. You can speak now, but we're still getting married.
So hold on. When separate topic, but I am fascinated by. So if someone does speak and they say something heinous and they object to the union, the wedding does continue?
Well, it depends on what the person says.
Oh, boy.
Now, nowadays, if the person shows up and was like, well, she was with me last night. Okay, you know what? We're done. We're done. Right. You got receipts? We're done. Or, yeah, all of a sudden it's that person's like, yeah, I just got back one of those genealogy things and you two are cousins. Okay, we're done.
So listen, unbelievable. Here's the other thing. If Jordan Schultz reporting from Bleacher Report is accurate, is it fair? Is it more fair or more unfair of me to give Goff credit for giving this team a little bit of a discount? I feel like if this number's 40, 42, 43, 45, if it's in that range, don't you feel like he gave them a little hometown discount? He didn't string them up for 50.
I feel like it's a good faith. You stuck with me
I'll stick with you.
when you didn't have to. Guess what?
And you can keep more players around.
I'm not going to change. You believed in me.
But if you
I
can
believe in
change,
you.
and I can change.
We all can change.
That's right. 248-539-9797. David, what's your take on this?
Play that drop again.
This? Or this?
Either way is my reaction to this news. If this is true and this is what he'll sign for or is willing to sign for, then yes, because this allows all those Lions fans that are afraid, well, we have to pay our quarterback, we can't do this. No, you will be able to do this. So you should enjoy and you should be loving it. I don't want to hear about Hendon Hooker. I'm not like Rico. I don't want to hear from you. I don't. Okay?
We can't ask them to speak now and then say, I don't want to hear from you. I am saying let's be open. Let's be objective. Let's have a judgment-free.
But if they're going to stand up and speak and they have constructive criticism to the union, that's one thing. If they're just going to stand up and call the dude a crackhead or accuse the woman of being a hooker, like, I'm sorry, we don't need that type of speech.
No, but that's
Hendon Hooker's like calling the bride a hooker. It's inappropriate.
It's not. He's your backup QB. Now, if you were saying they need to go out and trade and bring in Russell Wilson, you're a crackhead. Get out.
Got it.
But Hendon Hooker's on this roster. The Lions took Hendon Hooker for a reason. So I can't be angry when some fans are buying in their stock really low on Hendon Hooker.
Okay. We've established it. Jordan Schultz, Bleacher Report, he's claiming Goff's deal will be between 40 and 45 mil, which means there's going to be a deal. And if it is at that number, I've given you the context within the league. We've given you the level of discount that seems to be going on here. And I really don't see how we all just, in a harmonious manner, don't walk down the aisle together. But if you got a problem with this, speak now or forever hold your peace. Jared Goff edition.